Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. You're not supposed to work on the Sabbath if you can help it. But this morning, at 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning, I went to the bathroom, came back to bed, reached over to get a sip of water, and tipped over a full 12-ounce glass of water over on some boxes. And so the boxes, there were things on top of the boxes and things in front of the boxes, and the water was all over the floor. And the boxes got wet. The bottom box, the bottom of it, and then the box on top of that got splashed. So the things in front of the boxes got moved, and the floor got wiped up with paper towels. And then I laid down for a minute, and then I wiped up more of the floor with paper towels and moved the top 3 boxes. And then I rested a while, and then I moved the bottom 2 boxes. And I kind of looked in what was in the boxes, and I found some interesting stuff that I had not seen in a while. But anyway, these boxes were sitting in front of a bookshelf. And for a long while, I had not seen these books. And so I was rearranging and putting some of the stuff that was on top of the boxes in the bookshelf, not all of which were books. And I discovered these books and these pamphlets, which were old study guides. Of course, I've had this out. I read from Psalms in this NIV version of the Bible. So it's been out. And here's my Mailbox Bible Club lesson ready to go. I've talked about that before. I'll make future videos about that. And these daily breads and upper rooms and adult study guides, or this adult study guide, were on the bookshelf. Now this is a Good News Bible, and this is the Catholic edition. And I've read one of the apocryphal books out of this. And I used to on Saturday night, I would do a reading called Catholic Readings by a Protestant. See if I can even find them now. See, I read Tobit, which is the first book. And I don't reject the apocryphal books to the point where I won't read them. I won't allow children to read them. They're, evil. No. Just because I'm not Catholic, just because I'm Protestant, doesn't mean that these books are evil. These books were removed after Martin Luther, actually. When Martin Luther founded Lutheranism, which was the founding Protestant religion, when he did the Gutenberg Bible, these were in there. These books were in the Gutenberg Bible. But instead of being in the middle, they were put in the end as like an appendix. Like Martin Luther was saying, these are good to study, but they're not as important. And then later, other Protestant denominations removed them completely. And maybe the Lutheran Church, because I'm not Lutheran either, removed them later and now only have Old and New Testament. I'm not sure about that. But they are still good for study, even though they're not in the Old and New Testament. And Martin Luther believed that, or he wouldn't have put them in the Gutenberg Bible. Sorry, it's still early, and I've moved boxes and mopped up my floor this morning. And but anyway, I found these booklets, this Catholic Good News Bible, and I found this book. And I was leafing through this book, and of course, this has got this in it, but it naturally fell open to Proverbs 11. And when I picked up this Bible and was leafing through it, it also opened naturally to Proverbs 11. It won't now do that now that it's on camera, but That's where it fell open. And this had already fallen open to Proverbs 11. So guess what, folks? I'm reading Proverbs 11 today. Now, this Proverbs 11 is the very same Proverbs 11 that would be in the Good News Bible that has just the Old Testament and New Testament in it. So don't think that this is a Catholic reading, although this Proverbs applies, the Old Testament, New Testament apply to the Catholics as well as the Protestants. So I'm going to go ahead and read Proverbs 11, starting in chapter 1. The Lord hates people who use dishonest scales. He is happy with honest weights. People who are proud will soon be disgraced. It is wiser to be modest. If you are good, you are guided by honesty. People who can't be trusted are destroyed by their own dishonesty. Riches will do you no good on the day you face death, but honesty can save your life. Honesty makes a good man's life easier, but a wicked man will cause his own downfall. Righteousness rescues the honest man, for someone who can't be trusted is trapped by his own greed. When a wicked man dies, his hope dies with him. Confidence placed in riches comes to nothing. The righteous are protected from trouble. It comes to the wicked instead. Yes, you can be ruined by the talk of godless people, but the wisdom of the righteous can save you. A city is happy when honest people have good fortune, and there are joyful shouts when wicked men die. The city becomes great when righteous men give up their blessings, but a city is brought to ruin by the words of the wicked. It is foolish to speak scornfully of others. If you are smart, you will keep quiet. No one who gossips can be trusted with a secret, but you can put confidence in someone who is trustworthy. A nation will fall if it has no guidance. Many advisors mean security. If you promise to pay a stranger's debt, you will regret it. You are better off if you don't get involved. A gracious lady is respected, but a woman without virtue is a disgrace. A lazy man will never have money, but an aggressive man will get rich. You do yourself a favor when you are kind. If you are cruel, you only hurt yourself. Wicked people do not really gain anything, but if you do what is right, you are certain to be rewarded. Anyone who is determined to do right will live, but anyone who insists on doing wrong will die. The Lord hates evil-minded people, but loves those who do right. You can be sure that evil men will be punished, but righteous men will escape. Beauty in a woman without good judgment is like a gold ring on a pig's snout. What good people want always results in good. When the wicked get what they want, everyone is angry. Some people spend their money freely and still grow richer. Others are cautious and yet grow poor. Be generous and you will be prosperous. Help others and you will be helped. People curse a man who hoards grain, waiting for a higher price, but they praise the one who puts it up for sale. If your goals are good, you will be respected, but if you are looking for trouble, that is what you will get. Those who depend upon their wealth will fall like the leaves of autumn, but the righteous will prosper like the leaves of the summer. The man who brings trouble on his family will have nothing at the end. Foolish men will always be servants to the wise. Righteousness gives life, but violence takes it away. Those who are good are rewarded here on earth. So you can be sure that the wicked and sinful people will be punished. It's a very good chapter. Shares a lot of wisdom. I'm surrounded by people all the time that their business is selling. And being a salesperson is hard. It's hard to have a balance in life, just from an inventory perspective. And people are out there trying to save that extra 50 cents. And they spend so much time and effort and expenses in trying to save that extra 50 cents. They spend $5 doing it. I see that sort of thing all the time. And it's not conducive to good business or happiness to be that way. And it's sad to see sometimes the people that get angry. Um, what I don't get is, if you're going to give a giveaway, give it. I've seen people give a giveaway and then not send the gift. I've seen people give a giveaway and the person wins and then they become resentful and hateful and backbiting to an extreme towards the person that won the gift. Well, they were there. Everybody participated. Was it their fault they won? Are they a bad person because they won the giveaway? If you don't want to have a giveaway, don't have a giveaway. If you don't want to give, to have a giveaway and not really want to give, and then after that, be resentful and cause trouble to the person that won the giveaway, seems counterproductive, because you're losing a customer and being backbiting towards them. So the person that's generous wins, and is truly generous, that gives the giveaway, wants to give it, follows through, gives the gifts, and doesn't have any strings or unspoken requirements of the person that they gave the gift to. It's not a gift. If you give it to someone and then you expect something back, it's not a gift then. You have to freely and generously give that gift for it to have the effect that you want. For people to see that you're a good person and they want to be around you and maybe do business with you, and maybe not. So if it's one of those situations where you do that and then you're resentful about it, the desired effect of gaining that customer and other customers who are observing that is null and void. And then they see, oh, I really don't want to receive a gift. And I think some of the gifting in our community happens because of that, although it's wonderful that we do see gifting. So be generous and be truly generous. And if you don't want to be generous, then don't be. Because your following actions will show that you don't want to be generous. So you have to give with a loving heart, not out of obligation, not out of, oh, this is what I've been told to do to grow my channel. You have to be generous and love people and be freely giving, or you're wasting your time and everyone else's. Because no one wants to receive a gift with resentment or obligation. Do they? Do you? Y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. And next time I spill water in the middle of the night, I might be reading from Proverbs again. But the Holy Spirit might lead me to read something else. So I wish you all well and have a blessed Sunday. And hopefully you don't have to move boxes today.